Hey, we're with the Robotics team.
Welcome to Terrier Table Talk.
Hello everyone, and welcome to Terrier Table Talk. My name is Chanelle, your usual host, and today we are joined by the Robotics Club. With me today I have
Derek.
and
Jonathan.
I have a few quick questions for you today. Now, tell me a little bit about the robotics team. Do you guys have a name?
So we are the Mechatronic Maniacs, and pretty much every year we work together to make a robot which is designed to complete different challenges.
So, how many people are on your team?
About 18. Not everyone makes it to every meet, but in total 18 people are signed up. So.
Sweet. What are some ways that you work together as a team?
Well, we all have to build separate parts of the robot, and they all kind of come together towards the end of the building process. Yeah.
So would you guys say you work pretty cohesively?
Yeah, I would say so.
Sweet, sweet. So does everyone have like a different assigned job every time, or?
Most people kind of have like an assigned job, but it's not super strict. So if somebody needs help with something in the building team, somebody from coding can help with it, or other way around.
Lovely. Now, what are some things you say you do personally for the team?
I'm the electrician for the team, so I do a lot of the wiring, and I help with coding sometimes.
I'm a builder, so I typically just deal with all the physical aspects of it, like a lot of the design process, like pretty much making that into real things.
Sweet. So tell us a bit about your competitions. What are they like? What's the atmosphere? What are the rules?
The competitions are always a little hectic. There's a lot of teams that are on the field at one time trying to finish up the robots and get everything ready for the challenges. But if one team needs help, some other team will usually come over and try and make it easier for them.
Yeah, it's a very nice community.
Yeah, everybody's very friendly. There's a lot of working together through the teams.
So you all want to do your best, but it's not necessarily like crush the other competition
Yeah.
mercilessly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
The way that they usually describe it is we all want to beat the other teams when they're at their best.
Okay. Lovely. I like that. Okay. So what are you guys' goals as a team?
I would say to just have fun and try to make the best robot we can.
Yeah, and when we're doing that, we try and learn as much as we can. We try and teach as much as we can.
Solid, solid. A couple more for you here. What has your team competed in already?
So we just finished our first competition last weekend at Western New England University. It went pretty well. It was definitely a rough start, but we made a lot of progress during the competition. We started with a robot that barely moved, and by the end of the competition, we were almost fully functional and competing.
Sweet. So you say Western New England. Where else have you been?
That's it for this competition, but next weekend we are going to WPI. So that'll be our second competition, and we're hoping to do a lot better there.
So what comes next for the robotics team?
We have at least one more competition, and we're going to try and make it as high up as we can in that one. And if we do well enough, we get to go to regionals, which is at the Big E.
Ooh.
Yep, that's the goal pretty much right now, is to make it to the Big E. It's going to be difficult, and we don't want to get our hopes up too high, but it's definitely doable now in the position we're in. So
West Side's on your side, rooting for you.
thank you.
Yes. So how much does it cost each year to run the robotics team?
$25,000.
Whoa.
It's a big number.
Yeah, and it can go a little higher than that depending on the
Yeah,
year, but it's usually around
definitely.
25,000.
Wow. So if you guys need about $25,000, where are you getting your funds from?
So we do a lot of fundraising. One of our favorite fundraisers is the car show that we do every year at the high school. So that's a great way we fundraise. Lance, do you want to talk about the other ones?
There are a couple other fundraisers that we do. I know that there was, last year we had a bingo night. It was purse and power tool bingo. So it was either, if you do get bingo, it was either a purse or some kind of nice power tool or something like that.
Sweet. So how old is your team?
I know it was founded in 2003, so
Old.
that is pretty old. That is
21?
21 years. Yep, 21
Nice.
years. Yep. Yeah, pretty old team.
Wow.
Yeah.
And when did you guys join the team?
I joined this year, actually. So this is my first year, which is kind of crazy to think because I've learned a ton. So yeah, it's my first year.
It's my second year on the team.
Okay. And where does the team work out of?
So we currently work out of the Annex building, which is the former teen center. We have a pretty decent sized shop in there where we have all of our tools and stuff. It's a pretty good space. I like it. It's nice. We all have our own space to work in, so it's good.
Any thoughts about the building?
No, he said it pretty well.
Okay. And last question for you guys today. Who is your mentor?
We have a few mentors right now. We have Mr. Bernard, who's kind of our main mentor. He runs the club and all that. He kind of talks things through with the school if we need anything. There's Joni. She does all the financial stuff, I think.
Yep.
We've got Dave to do all the electrical. We've got Eric. He helps with all the building. We've got Mark. He does, I think he helps Caden with the coding. We have Rob. Rob also helps with the engineering of the robot.
Rob's a great engineer.
I think that's everyone.
I think that's all the mentors. They're all great people to work with. We have our team is very positive even in our worst moments, and I think it has to do a lot with our mentors. They're all really positive people, and I've learned so much from pretty much all of them. So it's pretty awesome to have them there with us.
Thank you so much, guys. Those are all the questions I have for you today. Now over to a video of the team in action.
And 36-54, Tech Tigers have come a long way. They did a lot of work on programming, and you can see some of that in their autonomous routine there. They've done better than that, but I've seen them work really hard to get that far. 4 shots for blue, 2 shots for red. About 2 minutes left, 24-14. Now let's see their strategies. 10-27, Mechatronic Maniacs. Looks like they may try to make the amp going. Cooperatition's already there, so only 15 notes to get that important ranking point. Blue side, Robo Dominators taking their shot. That's only worth 2 points right now. Now red has got amplification, so 10-27 is going to shoot. That's worth 5 points. 36-54, they shoot. That's worth 5 points. And just like that, the Red Alliance has caught up to the Blue Alliance. That's the importance of that amplification that can happen. Blue needs one more note in their amp for them to have the same ability. 36-54, Tech Tigers shooting up into the speaker, gaining another 2 points. Let's see who is going to put that. It's 51-42, Robo Dominators. And they're going to get that in there. Now amplification is ready for blue. They just have to time it right, and there it goes. Except there's not a lot of notes to be scored there, so Dominators heading back, and they're going to try to score before it expires. Doesn't look like that worked. Technonuts have trouble because they have a note that is stuck in their robot, so they cannot get another note to shoot it. This could take them out of the game if they can't dislodge that note. And even though they came out of autonomous with a nice healthy lead, they're going to have trouble because now they are tied. 3 red robots down at their source, and so the Technonuts are going to try to block them and create a traffic jam so they can't get back to their speaker. Really great defensive move, and look at that. 36-54, Tech Tigers from Mercy High School in Middletown, Connecticut, takes that note, brings it over, shoots it, and now they're just 1 point behind blue. Robo Dominators, and now amplified. Let's see if the Green Reapers can also score. And teams are now starting to get on the stage. Notes are being thrown by the human players. Look how close this is. This is the end game written all over it. 2 point lead for blue as time expires. And I think blue might have the better end game there. 58-47. You can see the breakdown there. It was a tie for the points on the speaker. The Amp had a 2-point advantage, but look at that end stage. That made all the difference.